beyond the norm when the world gets strange and the shadows start to fall. We grab our lights, call up our friends, and investigate it all. Every knock, every voice, every story we explore. We'll question what we think we know and come back looking for more. Beyond the norm, where the strange feels right at home, chasing every mystery and every great unknown. Beyond the norm, come along and join the ride with an open-minded camera and some good friends by your side.
Hey, welcome to the show. Jeremy can't hear me. I'm gonna start deleting shit here. I might have, I don't know what it is. I'm trying to do every technical thing. Is anybody even here tonight? All right, yeah, 6 people. Okay, cool. All right, we'll keep going. So, all right, 5 is our limit. If you're at 4, we just shut it off. Sorry, we don't do the thing with the thing, you know? People want the thing, Jeremy. They want the thing with the thing.
Can he not hear us?
It's so choppy.
Is it choppy when I talk too?
Yes.
Oh.
How many apps do you have on?
But it wasn't when the song was going. I thought I had it all fixed.
How
Hello, all.
Yeah, we can hear you fine. How many apps do you have open on your computer running the internet?
0. Well, this one.
Anything in your browser? Like porn? Is any porn just like fucking
Porn
streaming?
on my work computer? Yeah, that's a no-go. That's all on my cell phone. But I saved some special ones, you know, like, oh, I got to go back to Daisy Dabs.
We're going to learn some stuff tonight. If you're on your work phone and you're on the network,
Master.
and you're on the network at work and you have your phone and you're on the network at work on your phone, it doesn't matter if you're on it. They can see your browsing history. So be very careful.
Wait, what did you just say? It's something about browsing history?
Yeah, your browsing history shows up on the network of the place that you're in. So anybody from IT can see your browsing history.
Mr. Roboto?
Fuck.
Dormi Arigato? That's what you sound like.
Yeah.
I mean, he sounds fine to me, so I don't know.
You both sound choppy. All right, I'm backing out again.
All right. Just restart your computer, man. We won't start till you get back.
Yeah, restart. Good idea.
We'll talk to the chat. Hey guys, how are you? Facebook and hey, Angelina's here. Hey. Hello,
Hi.
panel.
Hello.
Terry Mosby's in the house. Terry Mosby's doing an investigation this weekend. I saw that. Another hotel.
Hi, Terry.
You
Awesome.
probably have air. Because Walmack right now, we're working on that, okay? Charlotte, who is with me at the Walmack.
Very cool.
Yeah, pretty crazy
I
stuff. A lot of cool
nice.
shit happening in the debunk community. Woo! 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 I didn't know there was that much flesh and blood left, but Jesus, man, have you ever seen an echo chamber just destroy each other? It's quite marvelous, actually. I predicted the whole thing. Yes, of course I did.
Marvelous, baby.
It was marvelous, completely. I'm enjoying every minute of it. So well done. Yeah. That's how I imagine like English people are supposed to speak, but it's not.
No.
It's not.
Not
It's usually
not-
like some brat child. I want to go to the store, mommy. Like that. That's how they all like whine. If he has 2, I want 3. Because they can't say the T for some reason. I don't understand that. Like, thank you.
Thanks. Thanks very much.
We have some UK people in town. They're in Texas. They're doing the Haunted Hill House. I didn't see the bearded fellow with them. I guess he didn't come. But Hill House, very haunted. Very haunted. Haunted by the demon Toby, or what they think might be an entity. I don't know. Have you guys done in the chat? Have you guys done the Haunted Hill House in Texas? I've heard nothing but amazing, crazy, active things about that place. It is on our Paranormal Pit Stops app. We have not stopped producing that app. We're in the process of actually developing our very own Spirit Talker app within it. taking a page out of a couple of people's books after the extractions, after the debunk stuff that we've seen. We thought, you know what, let's develop our own apps. And we now have about 5 different apps in there that you guys can have and use when you get to your destinations. That's the in-app purchases. That's how the app will make money and fund the servers and fund the doggies and the locations. So we're going to try to do a little 3-way there if we can get it all to work. Jeremy is actually restarting his computer. He will be here. I have to sneeze.
You fairy. No.
Okay. Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you. Yes, we are excited about tonight's episode. If you're from the 90s, welcome. If you were born in the 60s and 70s, this was our era, baby. I know I don't look it, but I'm close to 50. That's right. That's right. Thank you. You see? Thank you. The devil stopped my heart, and because Terry Mosby said, bless you, he let it go. That is actually the origin of the bless you after you sneeze. People in the olden days believed the devil has his heart, say bless you. Say, bless you. Like that. Or the fuck they talk. That's right. We kicked their shit out of him, and then we just got rid of the accent. That was the best thing that happened in the 1776 revolution. They're like, we knocked off King George. Let's get rid of this accent. And then we discovered Boston and was like, oh God, go back to being English. 72. Okay, I'm 77. Jeremy is 78. And Christina is
82.
Oh, you're right there. You're like millennials.
I associate myself with a Gen X, so I can't be a millennial. So.
Oh, 100%. But also, aren't you like the there's something else? It's like the forgotten years or some shit, which is right.
I'm right there.
It's right where you are.
Yeah.
It's a 66, baby. I have a 66 in the garage. It's called Mothman. That's right. I am building that car. Pretty fun. Tonight we're doing Satanic Panic. Guys, we're talking all about, this is a 2-part episode. We're taking a break from debunking because I think the debunk crowd got the message on how you debunk. Whether they take anything from it, great. But you just can't sit there and point at somebody and say he's faking. That's not how debunking works. That's called being opinionated. It's also called being subjective, not objective. So before we get into it, I need my Jeremy, because Jeremy is basically all about Satan, hail Satan. So we're gonna need that. I want to show you what we got going on right now. We've got the Emmaus stuff right happening. If you haven't been to the website, this website is doing phenomenal. If you haven't bought tickets, you might want to. We just don't say that. We actually mean it, because we're going to run out of tickets. And I'm not that guy that's like, hey, can you just let 4 more people in? I'm like, no. Because we promised to set limit, we promised to set price, and we have to do it. Right now, our events, guys, we got 10 tickets left for our Sasquatch. If you're not doing this, this is $40. You come camp. There's a little skull now. I added some cool shit. Check this one out. 1 ticket left for October 3rd, guys. Boom. Look at the little skull comes up. He's like, hey, motherfucker, buy this. Got 24 tickets on October 10th. Something's happening on October 10th, which, because if you look at our next 2 dates, it's the 18th and the 16th. So I think everybody's doing Larry Kirchner's Creepy World, because that's where I'll be on the 10th. So they're following me. But the thing I want to show you guys is the Medium. I put up the Medium, and I got more articles to put up. So every podcast that we've done, I want people to be able to be like, no, that guy's bullshit. No, not. So if you go to the last one that we did, which was really good, which was the piece of shit Phasma box, I can say that now because I debunked it. It gives you everything. Okay, the claims, the receipts. It's a 10-minute read. It even gets into the secret password. Okay, everything is here that you guys need to do your own show. If you want more information, all you have to do is email me, and I'll send you the whole packet. I'll send you the whole extracted, and you can do your own show. Isn't that fun? Yes, it's not.
Super fun.
So we go back. There is the Spirit Talker, where Reaction Channels got it very wrong. Basically, what we actually did, it kind of goes through everything. It has, basically, it's great reading if you're driving.
Are you supposed to be sharing your screen?
Am I not?
No.
I'm good at this. Hey, is it any better?
Yes.
Wow.
Which is weird, because my work makes me restart my computer like twice a week.
It's really the only thing you can do.
I'm now an IT specialist.
All right, cool. We didn't do this yet. So this is the medium, guys, part of our website. If you go to emmausasylum.com. Thank you, Christina, for pointing that out about a half hour after I was into it.
Sorry, I was sharing the link to people. I apologize.
So this is the episode we did last week. This was on the Phasma box. If anybody says that the show that I'm doing and there's some ghost guy out there like, I got all this evidence from the Phasma box and it's got to be real. It's not.
It's
not real.
Bullshit.
It's written on the Unity game engine, guys. You just bought a $25 game. There is nothing to it.
It's total crap.
It's total crap. We have the entire extracted file. If you guys want it for your podcast, stop using this app. Stop. Unless you want to put it in the background or on Halloween, it's really cool and funky. But aside from that, this is a fucking prop, not a probe. Just rule it out, buddy. If you show me something from a Phasma box, no. Now, Spirit Talker? Spirit Talker.
Do you know what games run on the Unity engine?
Please tell us.
Pokemon Go, Hollow Knight, Escape from Tarkov. I've never even heard of that. Cities Skylines.
Do you know
Cuphead. I like that game.
Hey guys, anybody in the chat love video games? I had a wonderful conversation with my friend River from Twin Paranormal. He says hi, Jeremy. Ryan's doing a lot better. They are coming back. They're going to plan another date for Emmaus.
Sweet.
Which is great. But we did get to do a really cool location. I'm not revealing that location yet. Just because it's their stuff, their story to tell. But he told me tonight, Crimson Desert's an awesome video game, Frankie. But you know what I like better? Mortal Shell 2.
Ooh.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Right. These guys like no games. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Howdy. It's
Howdy.
Confessions of a... I'm glad, Jeremy, she has time for us.
Dude, we're her best friends.
Dude, I'm glad she has... This is now like our core, a 50,000 view YouTuber that we know and has over 2,000 subscribers now. Even the blooper video did over 3,000. So she's killing it over there. She has the squirrel cage, which she kept calling the bird cage. And I'm like, what? Were you at 2 prisons? Because Erica was like, it's the squirrel cage. And then Johnson's like, it's the bird cage. I'm like, where the fuck are these prisons at? In a zoo? Like, so hey, what's up going on, Russell? How are you, sir? I can't wait to see you in November, man. We got you all set up, ready to go. So yeah, we were going through basically all the debunk stuff that we've been doing for this, but Spirit Talker, man, keep it in your arsenal. We can't say that ghosts are doing it. We've said that multiple times, and I heard some asshole today saying, oh, they're saying that ghosts do this. No, once again, dickface, you don't listen, you don't read, you don't do anything, you just comb your beard, and that's about it. But actually, if you read this, you would understand why we support the app. We support the developer. He makes claims, and he stands by them. Unlike the piece of shit Phasma box. Sorry, it is. The guy makes claims, and he lies. And that's basically bad advertising. We also have White Noise, the Spirit Box. This was everything you need to know about this SB7. SB7, keep it in your arsenal. What I believe is that the RF signal, the radio signal that you're getting is a contaminant. I think it's actually hurting you more than it's helping you. I would play pink noise, brown noise, and white noise. We talked about that.
I could play brown noise.
If you want to read all about it, it's all right here, guys. Everything, there's links, because like we said a lot of people have come at us for the SV7. Look, guys, it's all right here. Okay, it's all linked. It's a master's thesis paper right there. Not really, it's not long enough, but it's actually, I would call a good white paper. The team, I got mine. I got mine. I'm fucking Italian now. Okay, don't fuck with us. Anyway,
what do you mean you like Italian? You're exactly.
I'm exactly Italian. Guys. We're completely booked.
You're that exact type of Italian.
Hey, anybody want August 28th? It's the only day available. This is what a full calendar looks like.
I know why I don't know that game. I just looked it up.
Why? It's a PC?
It's Xbox, PS5, PC, and Steam, which is none of me. But
you can come over. I told River you'd come over here and we'd play it, and we're gonna play.
Fuck yeah, I'll play it,
and then we'll do the episode because
it's an RPG. I love RPGs.
Yeah, it's RPG and it's open world. He said, I'm all about open world. But he says that Mortal Shell is the hardest game he's ever fucking played. The other one that these people made was called Demon Souls or something like that.
Oh, Demon Souls. Fuck yeah, that game is awesome.
Yeah, and it says prepare to die. It's one of the hardest games to fucking play.
This
So
game just came out the 20th.
I'm gonna buy
like 7 days ago.
I'm gonna buy an extra controller because I have a tendency to throw them through the fucking screen. I want to show you.
Guy?
I am that guy.
That's why I gotta fix this one for fucking kids at school. I'm so good at fixing these. I've never even had a PS5, and I've opened at least 50 of these.
All right, so we talked about the Casper.io. Casper.io is the name of our company that is actually helping locations with their websites. This is our new location. Charlotte in the chat was able to ghost hunt this with Castle Rock. So Naughty Dog and Castle Rock investigated with Haunted Garage for the first time. We had a great time. It was super hot, but this place is unbelievable. This one has a little bit more stuff going on. It's running on the same engine, but it's not a game engine. It's actually React. So this is an actual web app. And what that means is you can go into the back end and you can see all your stuff. And I can see my analytics right now. This is how many people we've gotten to come to the website right now is 997 people. This website went up on Tuesday. So this app works, guys. It does everything for you. There's nothing sold because we're just doing reserve right now. We're just reserving, and we've reserved 2 spots. Our good friends, Steve and Dylan, are actually at Emmaus tonight investigating. They had to come back because the crowd wanted them back. So they're investigating over there, and I will be meeting them around 9:30 tonight. They're coming from Arkansas. If you're seeing Steve's post, they were just at the Crescent Hotel, one of our favorites. So now they're doing Emmaus tonight, and they're actually already booked for the WAMAC. So I'm excited about that. Of course, I'm not giving away their date, but inquiries, we're going to have a merch. We have a gallery, but the coolest thing about this, guys, the cold case, man. I basically broke down the entire cold case that happens outside the WAMAC. You can read all about it. You can even go, and I've clipped all the newspapers for you guys. If you're a fucking true crimer, like, this is the type of site that you want to be on. And you can actually read the entire stuff. So I made it really easy. If you guys want to do a report, if you want to do a cold case file on it, it has 5 chapters that you can read and has all the newspaper clippings in it for you guys. So it's really fun. Please share it. Please check it out. It's the Emma Cole case. 1931, she was murdered. Her body was found 71 days later. There was not enough there to basically say how she died. She was wrapped up in military blankets and left by a cave. And the main suspect is in here too. He's right here. It's Amos Lewis. He was basically indicted for 2 murders, one in LA and one in Missouri. And if you read the case, it gets really sad. So I'm not gonna tell you the truth. If you guys want to read that, gallery calendar, you can book, you can reserve right now, all the things. Doing something fun for the WAMAC too. You can actually do a 3-hour for $200 if you're just in town coming through, like a paranormal pit stop. You just want to do 3 hours. You could do 3 hours there. John is a really cool guy, and what me and John are doing, we're getting a cooler in there for you guys, and we're going to put ghost energy drinks. This is going to be kind of our signature, and because we love Twin Paranormal and we're not afraid to say that, we're going to have Celsius, but we're only doing orange flavor, and that's in honor of our friends Twin Paranormal. So they love orange Celsius. So if you do any events with them and you bring them an orange Celsius, they'll probably be friends for life. So that's kind of a tribute to them. So there's 2 coolers in there. One will have ghost energy drinks, and the other one will have the Celsius. Drink like Twin Paranormal does. So yeah, pretty cool stuff that we got going on. Those are our 2 events right now. Lemp Mansion has so many people intertwined, and what we're doing for Lemp is special events, kind of like bigger YouTubers that are coming into town. We're helping them get situated. We had a really good call today. I'm not going to mention the team right now because they haven't qualified anything yet, but they are awesome. They are special. And they also have a huge following, and they are thinking about doing a Missouri tour. So those are some of the fun stuff we got going on. We have a fun show tonight. We're doing Satanic Panic. Welcome everybody that's joining us. If you grew up in the 90s, if you grew up in the 80s, you remember this shit. If you listen to Metallica or any kind of AC/DC or anything like that, people were like, dude, that's devil worshiping music, and people are dying. Tonight's episode is going to blow your mind with the statistics. It's going to blow your mind because I put, once again, this will be an article in that website that I just showed you. It's called The Medium. And inside The Medium, you can basically read all about the stuff and all the research we're pulling for our shows. This is not a call-out channel. We make some snide comments to people. I hope everybody can take it, the same way that we mean it. But except for one person, he can go fuck himself.
It would be difficult for him to do it, though.
So without further ado, we're going to break this up. Do you guys have your panels? Are you guys ready to do this? It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. I just gotta find the fucking presentation. All right, let's see who's in. Jeremy, why don't you go through the chat there and see who's all here and stuff.
Can I go up there? Oh, I can move that part. I'm getting older, folks. Let me take those off. Jay's here. Bad to the Bone is here. Hey guys, Terry is here. We got
Make sure you read the
Charlotte.
comments. You can actually click on them and you can put the stuff on screen. Okay,
See?
I gotta do.
Yeah, you haven't done that for me.
Oh,
Hey
I'm an
Terry,
asshole.
everyone. I am an asshole.
Kick from the studio. Here we go. There you go. It's better. Something.
All right, so we got Terry's here, but why is it? I know I have a few friends waiting for Android. Frankie, Android. We got requests for Android for paranormal pit stops.
Yes, me and the developers are actually met today. We are hurrying it along. We are in the testing zone. Just so for weird edification purposes, why it is the way that is and why Apple is in and Android isn't. Android Play Store used to have a very open policy and they just wanted everybody to contribute. And that found them in a lot of lawsuits. A lot of people were uploading pornography. A lot of people were uploading games that weren't suitable for kids. And so they had to really shut it down and lock it down. And so one of the things that we're doing with Android is actually working with them and we're following all their policies. And so if you want the app right now and you have an Android and you have a Gmail address, all you need to do is basically, because she has it. You can actually just email info@emmausasylum.com and say, hey, Frankie, I want the app on my Gmail. That helps me because it adds you to the testing round. Every time a new version comes out, you get it automatically. It downloads to your phone. So new version's good right now, but we are actually developing the apps that will basically fund and make us money to support more locations that we don't have a grasp on and help dogs all over. Like I love my pitties, but there's so many dogs that need help. And so one of the things that we're trying to do is actually make an app where we can make enough money to not only support, locations, but also fund the app because it's a lot of money when you start getting into the 5,000. Right now we have over 300 users on Apple. And so right now we're fine. But if it gets to 5,000, that's when we're going to start. We're looking at almost like 500 a month just to keep the servers ready and get you guys going. There's so many fun stuff, guys, that we're doing with the app. We're creating a walkie-talkie system for your team, and it'll work cross-platform if you're in there. So we're creating a team section. So there's so many teams, like, there's Confessions of a Haunted Doll Mom, right? And then there's bigger teams like Russell's team that's in the chat. There's Quincy, After Dark. There's all these different teams and they go out exploring and hunting. This app is going to connect with all of them. So you'll know where every team member is. It'll track each location of every team member. Jeremy
so
is
we
most
could stalk you.
Yes. And then basically how much time they're spending in the area creates a heat map. So once again, Jeremy's heat map will be in the bathroom. So
I'm not going to shit there. You know this.
That's me, actually.
Yeah. I'm not. I got to go there a lot to pee.
I went to Rock Cliff over the weekend and it took me right there. Thank God, Terry, because that's one of the bugs that I fixed. Because when I went to go see you to get the guy on, it took me to the ghetto. I was in like asphalt mafia zone. I was like, I'm going to be the next missing person in fucking Hannibal. So there is some wonky stuff. And I can't thank people enough. I've had so many people come into hey man, you got to add Garnet House. You got to add. There's some reasons why I haven't added certain locations. And there's other reasons why I might never add certain locations. Just because like we've heard things. But those locations are coming. Texas is now brooding. It's got Goatman has his own. The person from the Goatman's Bridge was like, how do you not have Goatman's Bridge on here? That's in Denton County. I know exactly where Goatman's Bridge is, where my friend used to live, right in Dallas. I know where it is. But I felt bad, and so I did a Goatman icon, and you have it. So and actually the general is in there. You can find the general in Arkansas, and he always has a word of the day. Mostly it's like fuck the Union, but that's it. It's not. It doesn't have.
Does he ever say bark?
He does. He's
mostly a really
barking.
Smart dog. I asked him about this tree the other day.
I love my fake dog. We have to show that picture.
Oh my God.
That was really fun. But what we're gonna do now is what we promised to do, the Satanic Panic, guys. There's a lot of documentaries about this. And some of them are good. Some of them are still playing the card. We had a great conversation in our friends group today that explained, like, there's two sides of the satanic panic. From a paranormal perspective, some of the stuff was demonic. Some of the stuff did happen. There were crazy things that happened during the satanic panic. Overall, the thing that, like, people don't understand is that, like, this was a very interesting time in American history. And I need some notes here because I want to know what we're doing tonight is a little bit different. We're all going to do a part of the presentation. So it's not just me talking and droning on. I just want to make sure. Okay. So here's my little intro, and then we'll get right into it. In 1990, 10 police departments around St. Louis opened files on the devil. Eureka, where I live. Crestwood, Festus, departments and towns some of you are sitting in right now, listening to this podcast. City police mapped 30 locations where they believed satanic activity was taking place. A highway patrol got asked about it. Cops, teachers, and therapists sat in hotel conference rooms taking notes from men who called themselves national experts on satanic crime. And people told the Post-Dispatch, on the record, that there were hundreds of devil worshippers holding rituals in the tunnels underneath this city. Now, you know where I've spent the last several years of my life. I've been in those tunnels. I've been in the caves. I've been under the city with a camera and a light and no sleep. There was nobody down there. There was never anybody down there. Not totally true. And we'll have a guest on next week that's actually been and was part of the rituals and satanic stuff, and he can speak to it. Which is why I put that part in there. But here's what I need you to understand before we start tonight, because this is the part everybody gets wrong. Nobody was lying. That's the horror of it. The detectives believed it. The therapist believed it. The prosecutors who put innocent people in prison for 21 years believed it. Right up until a doctor stood up and admitted he'd been reading a child's body wrong the whole time. 12,264 accusations of satanic ritual abuse were investigated in this country. 12,264 accusations. Not one of them held up. Not one. We're a show about the dark. We're beyond the norm. We chase things most people won't. So understand that when I say what I'm about to say, I'm saying it as somebody who takes the unseen very seriously. The devil didn't take those years from the Kellers. The devil didn't put Ray Buckery in a cell for 5 years without a conviction. The devil didn't write Paul Ingram's confession. We did. Ordinary, frightened, well-meaning people did, with clipboards and news cameras and the absolute certainty that they were protecting children. I'm Frankie Campbelletta, and with me is Jeremy King and our third chair host, Christina Lafser. How do you say your last name? Lafser?
Lafser.
Right?
Yep.
Lafser. Fuck yes.
You got it.
All right. Tonight, the satanic panic and why Jeremy doesn't wear underwear. No, that part's not true.
I don't wear underwear in case I shit myself. It doesn't work well. System has failed. Because then I just shit my pants.
I'm doing so tonight I'm doing the spine. I'm doing the chronology. I'm doing primary sources, the Missouri material, and the thesis. You keep the episode spooky story time. Jeremy is going to do the culture and the machine, and Christina will do the human cost and the science. So we'll do that. I'm going to do slides 1 and 2. I will do.
I want to do slide 69 and 71.
Block 2. Block 3. Yeah, we're just going to go back and forth here. All right, guys, here we go. This is not a story about the devil. It is a story about process failure, bad interview technique, unaccredited experts. Wow. Do we get a lot of those? We still do, actually. We still get a lot of these. And a television economy that paid for the scariest available version of the story.
You fairy.
That's what I told them. So the machine is a source text everyone borrows from. 2, a method that manufactures the content. Think about what we're going through right now with all the news. Experts with mail order credentials. Think about all the debunkers that are out there with their Udemy certificates in demonology for $60. Okay.
I think I'm going to buy one of those and
Why
put it
not?
right next to my thing where I'm ordained to marry people.
That's right. It would be wonderful next to that. Media that pays the worst version. If it bleeds, it leads. Institutions staffed by true believers. No evidence that could ever disprove it. This is the origin. Jeremy will take on the next slide. Michelle remembers. Psychiatrist Lauren Pasder publishes with his patient Michelle Smith, later his wife, which is unethical and probably
That's
illegal.
a problem right there because it is illegal.
Claiming recovered memories of captivity by a satanic sect at age 5. Worldwide bestseller. Later, heavily debunked. Why it matters. It handed the country a shared script. When survivors hundreds of miles apart described the same imagery, that similarity was treated as proof of nationwide network instead of proof of a common source. Scholars later noted that patients recovering satanic memories often seem to be describing scenes from Rosemary's Baby, The Exorcist, and The Omen. We talked a little bit about this last week. This is auditory pareidoia. This is also called reference remembering. I'm remembering from a reference. And that's why a lot of the stories align. And you have to be careful when you're in this type of spooky business because everybody's seen the lady in white. Everybody's seen the lady at the bridge. So that's why we have to be better at this stuff. Jeremy?
It says Christina.
Oh, Christina, that's you. Method.
The method?
Yeah.
Do I have different notes than you?
You can just read the screen.
Oh, okay. So the interview did not uncover the story. It wrote it. No exit. Recovered memory technique treats denial as evidence of repression. There is no answer that counts as a no. Repetition. Ask a small child the same question 40 times and you'll still get a new answer. Then the child believes it. Not lying. No one said they were lying. The children in these cases were not lying. That is what makes the technique so dangerous. The interview didn't uncover the story.
Right. This is how they did it, right? This is how they did it.
Yep.
So October 25th, 1988, I actually remember watching this.
Me too.
Geraldo, who got fired from Fox. Back then he was on NBC, like a daytime talk show host, but he had a primetime event called the Devil Worship Exposing Satan's Underground. And he tells America that satanic organizations and sacrifice hundreds of children each year and blames it on heavy metal and marijuana. Well, I'm fucked on that. I don't know which one got me first. Metal. So the seminar circuit, self-described national specialist on satanic-related crimes, trained real police departments, cops, teachers, therapists took notes in hotel conference rooms, which I've never taken a note on that, but it would be way more interesting than most of the stuff I have to listen to. Metal and Dungeons and Dragons became the consumer edition of the same fear. Roughly 100 daycare centers nationwide faced ritual abuse accusations. The most famous would be the McMartin daycare. I think it's funny that they always go back to every heavy metal band is satanic. When Metallica was targeted with the West Memphis 3. They were targeted, and I think these people have never listened to Metallica, because if you listen to the song Creeping Death, which is very early in their catalog, it is literally the story of the 10th plague from the view of death. That's where they got Creeping Death. It was Cliff Burton was watching the 10 Commandments, something that normally Satanists would do. And when it comes in like a smoke across the ground, when they have the paint, they paint the doorways with the lamb's blood to protect the firstborn, and the smoke comes in the 10 Commands. And if you haven't seen it, it's a great movie. And he called it Creeping Death, and that's where the genesis of the name of the song came from. I don't think Satanists tend to quote the Bible in their music.
Yeah, and if you look at AC/DC, the entire reason why they named it AC/DC was because of a cord
on a sewing machine.
On a sewing 100%. Machine.
Yep. Yep. And they're all like, after Christ, or what?
Death comes.
Yeah.
After Christ.
I remember going to these seminars. Like my family's very religious. My grandfather is a Southern Baptist preacher. I got drugged to Rock Hill Baptist Church, where I'm like in 5th grade. And it was full of kids just like me, wearing Metallica t-shirts and Rolling Stones. And they told us how satanic everything was. They were playing Zeppelin and the Beatles backwards. And it's like, who's really running the cult here, bro? Like, come on now. Oh, Truth. See how his shirt is, Mick Jagger. I remember his shirt was like all wrinkled up, and they're like, see how it's an upside down cross. Maybe it's a wrinkled shirt. I don't know. Maybe it's not Satan.
Do you want to take on this slide? Because that's the McMartin preschool you'd mentioned.
Which is funny because I have a book right here about it.
Blasphemous rumors.
I read this in high school. So the McMartin school, there was a 7-year investigation. It cost us taxpayers $15 million. There were 0 convictions. The police named suspects with 200 families, and the investigation became this huge like TV bonanza. Yep. There was 250 kids involved. It looks like 450 made claims.
Yeah.
A rubber duck, a graduation robe, and a teddy bear were seized as evidence. Because, I mean, the Jeep community was upset about that. Because back then, we didn't give a fuck about the ducks, God damn it. And I still don't.
What about Corvette?
Look at my shirt.
I love your shirt.
Because the funny thing is, this guy was actually an atheist.
That's right.
Like, Anton LaVey did not believe in God or Satan. So
he believed in self-worship.
Yeah.
And the Ray Bucky thing too is weird.
Yeah, spent 5 years in jail awaiting trial. This is one of the guys, I believe he was one of the guys that ran the daycare. And basically they took these kids and they interrogated them, and they're like 3, 4, 5 years old, and they kind of led them along, and it ended up they contaminated every single one of their witnesses. Yep. It's all BS. All of it. That's what this book is actually about.
Good thing
how they were contaminated.
Good thing I was listening to
Menudo. Menudo.
Ricky
Martin before he was gay. He probably was gay back then too.
Could have been. I love Ricky Martin. Don't make fun of
Menudo.
Christina. Fran and Dan Keller.
Yeah, so I actually found this one kind of interesting. So Fran and Dan Keller, they had a 48-year sentence. So in 1992, they were convicted. And the claims included blood in the Kool-Aid, dismembered babies, a chainsaw, but none of it was ever found. The single piece of evidence that they had was actually an ER doctor that misread some sort of like images or whatever it was, or a person. And he later recanted that after learning at a conference that what he saw was just normal anatomy. Then that's when he made a call to Austin PD, and a detective told him that the Kellers were guilty. Out in 2013, they were released. But the only physical evidence they had was an ER doctor's misreading. So 2017, they were actually declared innocent. They were awarded $3.4 million for their 21 years. They actually got divorced in prison. So the prosecutors weren't ill-meaning. They were true believers.
Well, they fucked some people over with their true beliefs.
Well, the thing about that is, like, I think that's the common misconception, is that people thought that they were doing this on purpose. They really, truly, this was really the last witch hunt.
Yep.
I know our president likes to say everything's a witch hunt, but this is actually was our last witch hunt. And this was basically when people say, well, I don't think people are religious as they used to be. I don't think family values weren't as rich as they used to be. This is the fucking reason. This was the last witch hunt that this was our Salem. Because, like, I can't tell you how scared and trauma filled I was about this shit going on, like the House of Satan in Coconut Grove. It never existed. It was called the House of Satan, and it was a textile company. They were fucking Cubans, bro. No, the House of Satan, bro. That says Satin. It's not the same thing.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I can remember being
driving around for hours looking for this fucking place, and my fucking friend US Navi, right? His name is US Navi because his parents came over on the boat, and the first thing they saw was the Navy ships that said US Navy, so they called him US Navi, and that's his fucking name.
Oh
So
my God.
I'm driving in the car with this guy that was born in America and had the worst fucking Cuban accent, and I'm like, bro, like, I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you, man, like, I saw this shit, dog, and you gotta go, you gotta fucking go. I'm like, all right, we're going. We're driving around in this fucking Chrysler LeBaron, this maroon, disgusting car. God, I hate Chrysler. Anyway, and so finally we get to it, and it was hours just driving around Grand Avenue, just the worst neighborhoods, and we're sitting in this car in Miami, and we finally fucking get there. He's like, I told you, it's right fucking there, bro. Right fucking there. Look at that shit, dog. And I'm like, that says Satin, the textile company. They make fabrics. I doubt Satan is in there. 4 hours of my life I'll never get back, and every time I see him I have to remember, all right, bro, I don't know how to fuck it. It says Satan to me, bro. Satan. No, bro. Satan.
It doesn't say Satan to anybody, bro.
So it was fucking,
it's called a learning disability.
Exactly. The confession to the crime that never happened. This was Paul Ingram, Jeremy.
Chief Civil Deputy of the Sheriff's Department and County Republican Chair was accused in 1988 and had no memory of any of it. Investigators told him investigation told him abusers repressed these memories and that confessing would help him recall. That's not entrapment at all. It's totally legal. He spent 8 months in a cell with the lights on 24 hours a day, a Bible, and a notepad. If that's not torture, what is?
Yeah. I mean, the experiment.
24 hours a day?
So when I was a sociology major, my minor's in sociology, and I remember reading about this shit. He was Richard Offsheet was hired by the prosecution and invented an accusation nobody had made and told Ingram to prey on it. This is why sociologists don't make any money. This is another thing that it destroyed sociology. It really did. And actually ended up taking it into UX and did really well because it's just human behavior is what you're studying human behavior, like why people do what they do. And I'm my own great test tube, baby. It's like, why did I just do that? I don't know. I got to figure that out. Then mostly childhood trauma. Right, Charlotte? Yep, it helps us. The next day, Ingram returned with a detailed 3-page written confession to an event that had only ever existed in Offshe's head. The prosecutor said that was not the kind of exculpatory evidence he was looking for. But it didn't matter. It didn't matter because just like in this, I'm not going to get into this case because everybody's so divided on it. And I have wonderful friends that I love and admire that are just on, in my opinion, like, I don't know what you're seeing about this Clancy case, but like, it's very hard for me to buy into any of it, especially when you have psychiatrists and alienists saying, no, she fucking killed him. Like, that's not psychosis. So, but then again, it is what it is, and it ain't what it is. I know what I know, and I know what I don't know. So that's what I would say. But from a sociology standpoint, we don't really point to that type of stuff. So Carl Junction, this was Stephen Newberry, 19 years old, was told they were going out to kill a kitten. 3 classmates, one of them the senior class president, turned the bats on him. He was struck an estimated 40 to 50 times and left in an abandoned well. They told police it was a sacrifice to Satan. Why it matters to us. Geraldo Rivera interviewed one of the 3 inside Fulton State Prison for the 1988 NBC special. Missouri was not a bystander to the panic. Missouri was Exhibit A on national television. It happened here. Mm-hmm. All 3 are alive and were released under Miller versus Alabama and Montgomery versus Louisiana. Court record only. No speculation about their lives today. I don't have any, I didn't want to do a deep dive into that, but this is the malarkey that it caused too, is that people thought they could get away with murder, and they did. The FBI went looking, nobody was home. So Supervisor Special Agent Kenneth Lanning, Behavioral Science Unit, Quantico. He had specialized in the sexual victimization of children since 1981, and when he first heard these stories in 1983 and 1984, he believed them. The finding, the actual involvement of Satanism or the occult in these cases usually turns out to be secondary, insignificant, or non-existent. The corroboration, state occult crime surveys in Michigan 1990 and Virginia 1991 reached the same conclusion independently. And the warning was, chasing the devil was actively making it harder to find and stop the real offenders hurting real children. If they couldn't find a link to Satanism, they let the people go to commit more crimes against children. This was
so it was only about the Satanism.
Correct. Christina.
That's why DCFS kills children.
So this is the number that we need to talk about. 12,264. Frankie started it off at the beginning, and we're going to talk about it again. 12,264. That's the number of ritual abuse accusations that were investigated and reported to the federal researchers. And again, 0. I repeat, 0, like Frankie said, had clear corroborating evidence of an organized satanic cult. So 12,264 reported, with 0 having evidence to the satanic cult. So,
I mean,
there were, that was that's a lot. So it was in 1994, it was federally funded. There were 6,910 clinicians, 4,655 agents, again, 12,264 accusations that were investigated, 0 cults. Occasionally they found a lone offender using ritual trappings, but nothing that worked. So that's just
nothing that can glue the fabric.
Nothing that can piece it together.
And then it ballooned. Jeremy, you know everything about this case.
Oh my God, I've watched this documentary so many times. So the West Memphis 3, 1993, 3 8-year-old boys were murdered. 3 teenagers were convicted and one was sentenced to death. His name was Damien Eccles, on a theory of satanic ritual, with Damien Eccles targeted largely for black clothing and heavy metal. Specifically Metallica, which is why the documentary Paradise Lost, and then there's 2 sequels to it that follow them further down the process, were allowed to use Metallica's music royalty free, which that's pretty awesome because like they're the biggest metal band ever. The state's occult experts held a doctorate from an unaccredited correspondence school. So he got his degree through the mail from a school that couldn't give that degree. School, that seems legit. He testified about a pagan holiday and the significance of a number 3. Oh, that's usually not a number used in Satanism that I remember. Metallica shirts and Shakespearean lines in a notebook were entered as evidence. Ooh, Macbeth, scary. Later DNA testing matched none of the 3. After 18 years, all 3 entered Alford pleas, which basically says we're guilty, but you're going to let us out of jail, so we can't sue you for fucking over our entire fucking life.
That's right.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Paradise Lost, it will make you angry. And this is back in the 90s. It was a huge thing because not only was Metallica behind them, Pearl Jam was behind them too. They had Eddie Vedder. He was talking about them at concerts because the evidence is so ridiculous. Like, for real, if you haven't seen it, sorry. But if those kids were guilty and there were bite marks on the children, why did one of their stepdads have all his teeth pulled out? Seems a little sus to me.
Yeah, so the documentary is done over 3 different decades. So the first one starts in the 90s, the second one is in the mid 2000s, and the last one is more recent, about 10 years ago.
Yep.
And that's when basically Nichols basically gets the Alford plea. Alford plea basically stipulates that we don't have any finding to keep you in prison, but because you're coming to grips with the idea that you might have been responsible for this, we're going to let you go. But you can never sue us, and you can't ever talk about it, and you shouldn't bring it up. And so the latest case of Alford plea was Michael Peterson. That was
because it was an owl, damn it.
It was Hedwig and the Angry Inch. But no, it was turtles. Fucking turtles. That's right. But this idea that these kids' lives for 21 years, I mean, it was their entire enrichment. It was everything. And the kid that essentially, now Damien Nichols on the stand, which is why it's important that you watch Paradise Lost. And I put it in the comments there because it's an incredible epic documentary that HBO produced. And Metallica has never let their music be used in anything TV-wise. You're not allowed to use Metallica music. They're very, very much against that. I don't know of any movies that use Metallica music in it. Even Enter Sandman. I was trying to rack my brain today, and they just don't like it. And so that was the big thing back then, that Metallica was actually lending their music to the film. And so if you like Metallica, all 3 of them is it's all Metallica.
It's all Metallica.
And it's like, it's because like Metallica they're from San Francisco. Like, they never did anything wrong. There was never an assumption that these people were like devil worshipers. Even like Marilyn Manson, it's an act, man. It's an act. Like, and so, but that was not the feeling. And so many people suffered under this regime, over this religulous, right? Is what Bill Maher would call it. And it was just this strange time that some people referred to the 3rd spiritual revolution. And this would be the way that people left the church. People left this idea behind because this is like our Spanish Inquisition. And like we've said in the podcast earlier today, this was our Salem witch trials. Like this was insane. When you look at the effect that this had on people as a whole, what was actually real was the child abuse. That was real. It was real. It was massively underreported before the 1980s. The panic hijacked an overdue reckoning. But remember, if they couldn't find ties to Satan cults, it went undocumented. It went unnoticed. And these are kids our age now.
Mm-hmm.
So when you ask why Gen X are so hard, this is the reason. We had to just put up and shut up. That was it. That was how we were taught. We were latchkey kids.
Mm-hmm.
And we are better for it. It's all the
we
trauma.
Definitely have a thicker skin than most.
Yeah, like it doesn't affect us. Like these little guys that put our faces on stuff, like Tammy Carroll, who did us in the Twins today, for our episode for Facebook.
That's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
Amazing.
Like you can't bully us, you can't scare us, and you can't confront us.
Me and Frankie are meaner to each other all the time.
Yeah. And that's part of that generation. It's just like, it's why we always call it, it's grabbing ass grabbing. We do that at the end of the show. Like we pick on people, and it's not bullying. It's our generation, dude. If you're not eating shit with somebody, then it's you're not friends, dude. And that was one of the biggest things with the ex business partner. Like, and he
couldn't handle it.
He was 71. I don't understand that. Like, dude, like this is like our generation, man. Like we fucking give shit to everybody. Like tonight when I was on the phone with one of the twins, we were talking for about a half hour about cars. And I'm like, when are you guys getting the fuck out here and working on some cars with us? Because they are actually more Gen X than you'd think,
Especially seeing as they're definitely millennial age.
Right. They're 31. Yeah. So they can eat shit though, man. And it's fun because I think that's what drives and you drives and jives, man. You have to jive with, if you're in a garage, man, when you're doing the shit that we're doing, you're busting knuckles and you're fucking cursing every 3 seconds, and a song comes on and then everything's good again, or the bolt comes off and it's like, hallelujah, it's been 8 hours.
Or it breaks and you're like,
fuck, we gotta drill that now.
Everything. Fuck this carpet. Fuck the wall. Fuck that light.
But so the murder, Stephen Newberry really died. His killers really said it was for Satan. Drugs, escalating animal cruelty, and group dynamics drove it, not a network. They actually caused all of this because of one lie. And that's the takeaway. That's how important a lie is. And we thought we learned that lesson with Hitler. We thought we did. But a lot of people don't know where Hitler got it from, because there was another mass extinction of people. It was the Armenian Christians. And it was known as the Million Death March. Arshile Gorky, one of the most famous artists in the commercial art period of abstraction, a guy that I did one of my thesis papers on, would eventually take his own life for the stuff that he witnessed as a kid with the Million Man and Woman Death March in Turkish Armenia. To this day, the Turkish Armenian government does not recognize those millions that lost their lives. When Hitler rose to power, he was in a conference room, and allegedly Orson Welles was there. Allegedly. And Hitler said, we can do this. And one of his generals says, it's impossible. How can we do this? This is a lie. And Hitler turned to him and he said, no one remembers the Armenians. That's what a lie can do. And we see it every day online. We see groups of people on YouTube calling people out. I got something to say. This is my last podcast for this 10th time. And it's all based on lies. And that lie grows because the entire foundation is sand. And when the rains come, that's when they eat each other. That's because of lies. One lie can have that power. In the 80s and 90s, it was the Satanic Panic. It was unbelievable. And the most beautiful thing about all that was Stranger Things. Stranger Things brought that out. They showed it. They talked about it. It was part of our growing up. It was part of our life. The claim that failed, the organized intergenerational satanic cult, that one failed completely. And it failed on the evidence. There was none. And the sincerity, not a defense. Every person in this story believed they were protecting children, except the people that couldn't put the cult with the kids that were being molested. Didn't, you know.
That's just regular molesting. They can continue.
And then now, right, Christina, here is your practice in a bow.
Yeah, so it actually never left. I mean, we have Pizzagate, Adrenochrome, hashtag Save the Children, and whatever versions are out on TikTok. It's all the same. It starts with the text, unfalsifiable claims, absence of evidence, and then a distribution system that rewards the scariest version. The only thing that's changed really is how fast it is spread, the speed. In the 80s, everything was pretty much done by snail mail or seminars or conferences or on a television network. But now we have the internet where things can spread in seconds. So instead of taking days or weeks, it is done in seconds. So it's never really left.
It's freaking scary.
Yeah.
People are so gullible.
Yep. Very.
Because the Stephen Newberry thing is not, it's almost not different than the girls who killed that other girl for Slender Man.
Yeah.
Gullible people.
Yep.
Everybody knows that if you really want to get to Satan, you know what I mean? Like if you really want it, I'll tell you later.
You have the secrets.
I do. It's amazing. Like, you know, like nobody realizes that gangster rappers are like, it's all a facade. Okay, Slayer, another thrash metal band. Everybody's probably heard of them, and they have a lot of satanic imagery. And arguably, their guitarist Kerry King might be a Satanist, but their lead singer isn't.
Yeah,
he's
Judas
a Christian.
Priest. Yeah,
yep.
He's Tom Araya he's Catholic. They use the imagery to draw people in, same way that gangster rappers did and hair metal. Do you really think that Poison probably did party that much? But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bring it on.
It's always. But yeah,
I love that movie.
I think we're seeing a lot of that today, that like people are really divided over this case. This is like the O.J. Simpson case with the woman that murdered her 3 children. There's a lot split there, right? And yeah, I'm talking about it with somebody right now, and it's like I want to see reason. I do, because like I do see myself going into law soon, and I'm trying to see how the law can help her. But postpartum is a very terrible thing. And the more, I mean, me and Jeremy went through that. I mean, I don't know if you're open about that, but you know, we had to go through something like this before. And so we've seen the ugly side of postpartum. We've had friends that have seen this side, very close friends, actually, in our group, in our chat. And so you have to be delicate about it. I mean, I think that once again, for some reason, politics are involved, and this is like a blue versus red thing. And I don't really think that is. It's a psychosis thing. And you have to get, so it's hard for me to want to look at that side, but I'm literally forcing myself to do that. I'm trying to see reason, like the feminist stuff and the persona politics. Like I throw all that shit out. That's just fucking people wanting to be heard and seen. But there is something to the case when you read it. Like it's interesting that this woman actually asked for help for years. And it wasn't just one time. It was fucking years she asked for help. Like, and you're not going to do anything. And so I'm not a woman. And this is another reason why I don't think anybody can ever claim to be if you're not, because this is emotional stuff that men will never experience. And so whatever happened, and then that's not a trans thing. Okay. Love the trans community, did a whole documentary on it. But from that perspective of A to B, right? Just chromosome wise, I could never experience that. I can empathize, but I can't really speak to it. And it's not that I'm being less a Catholic because I'm trying to see reason in it. I'm trying to understand, like, how does that work, right? And when you read about postpartum, and I did, because I don't want to have, I don't have an argument for it. I think it's awful, like what happened to the kids, but I also want to see, like, it's interesting to me that, like, you're seeing a lot of this Satanist shit right now. This whole, like, this democracy that is saying one thing, and then there's another side to it that's saying another thing, and then they're trying to captivate and educate people, but it's just all messaging. Like, why isn't this case shut off from the world? Like, because a person's life is at stake and 3 lives are already missing. I don't think this should be in the public circle right now, because I think it's causing more harm. It's doing the same thing that the Satanic Panic did. Because now we got people divided. This is like worse than Trump and Republicans and Democrats right now. And that's why I really haven't added a lot to the conversation. I took a couple posts down today because I'm like, you know what? That could make me, because what I was doing is I was putting out like this thing and I was putting out this thing. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that makes a lot of sense. But then, yeah, I kind of agree with that. That sucks that she killed her kids. But for me, it's like, I don't want to do this thing right now with the Satanic Panic. I don't want to be indoctrinated into the belief system that somebody murdered their children. I want to be more open to the idea that, like, once I said, the persona politics and the people trying to get attention, that's bullshit. But there is something here that, you know, all the psychologists are men. And I thought that was weird. Like, and I get that they're studied, and I get that they're alienist, and I get that they've testified before, but where are the women psychologists at? Somebody that actually can relate to what is actually happening and might have a different reasoning factor for what happened in that horrible moment, right? A person that says she doesn't know what happened is insane. And, like, we have to, and this is the thing that we talk a lot about law in here. It's because it's one of my hobbies, right? But we have to allow this to play out. We have to stop making snap judgments. Like, we don't know everything. They're still in deliberations, you know? We don't know what fucking surprise witness is going to come on the stand and be like, well, actually, because we haven't heard that, right? And when you make a snap judgment and you make a post and a tweet, and it's like, well, wait a minute, we don't know yet. So if something happens and that is now a contradiction on what you said, then it's like, oh shit, I wish I had more evidence. I wish I knew more. And every time, and this is the problem with the debunk community, this is the problem with the paranormal right now. We see something and we want to jump it, right? But we weren't there. We weren't there. I don't know if that fucking happened, dude. All I have is credibility in the people that are putting out the video. Are people faking for views? Yeah. Are people maliciously attacking people to get views and likes and shares? Yes. YouTube allows it. YouTube allows bullying. $18 billion fine for Meta this week for harming children and allowing it. YouTube is next.
And it's going to be more.
And it's going to be amazing. No more anonymity. YouTube has already said this. We do not protect people that don't want to show their face. It's in their policies. They don't want to do it because it's coming. And every social media network that saw what just happened to Zuckerberg, $18 billion that he has to pay now over, because you have to understand, it's not like he can just go to the bank and get it. That's what people don't understand. This is not a cash-rich company. This is not Apple. This is tied in investments. This is tied in currency. This is tied in users. This is tied in a user base. This is all tied into a board of directors. You just can't write a check for $18 billion. They had to make payment plans for Facebook over 10 years because we make snap judgments, because we're allowing things to happen online and we're not doing anything about it. Yeah, we're on YouTube. Sure. Are we monetized? No. Maybe one day. I don't know. I don't put out that much content. I don't have time. But like what I'm saying is, like, we have to, this lesson tonight is not only about Satanic Panic, but it's we're in it right now with the Clancy trial. It's the same fucking thing, man. And it's like, I almost got caught up in it. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on.
Hold up.
Something ain't right.
Something ain't right. Let me back up. And I caught it really fast this time. And I think that's why my therapist is really working. I really like my therapist. And it's like, wait, he always tells me, wait a minute. Let's back it up a second. And like, I don't know if you guys want to speak to it. I don't know if you guys are following it. I'm just kind of like in a weird place with it right now because I don't have enough information. I understand what happened. I get it. But then you have these armchair sleuths in the true crime community that did well, and all of a sudden they're fucking experts. You haven't solved anything. 99% of true crime podcasts have never solved a fucking thing. And the reason why this is so funny is that if you go back to the Vallejo murders, right? Remember, Jeremy? So all over, you have the Golden State Killer. There are about 70 documentaries out there, and everyone got it wrong. Every fucking one got it wrong. And they got it so wrong. It wasn't even like close. It was like
the easiest one, dude. It was the cop.
And that's what the first guy said. And they interviewed him in the latest documentary. He said, yeah, I said that. I said, whoever's doing this is a cop because there's no way he could be here and there without a police scanner. They didn't sell him in the Radio Shack back then. He says it has to be a cop. But you can't say that. No cop would ever do that. Yeah, no cop ever did anything wrong. That's right. Let's live that lie. But anyway, that's my pulpit. That's my TED Talk. It's interesting to me. I mean, a lot of people are very vocal online. A lot of my good friends, and I'm just like, oof, okay, all right, you believe that. But then I saw something beautiful, and I'm not going to mention her or anything. But she said, "I'm so glad my husband was there for me when I was going through this." So there's a person that experienced it, right? And Jeremy, same thing with you. There's a person that experienced it. So this shit's dark.
It wasn't actually me though, guys. I can't have a baby. It was my wife.
Yes. And it was a very, and you guys handled that awesome. Like you knew it happened and you got treated right away. And it seems to me that the negligence of the husband to not want to help is the same. And this is the funny thing about it. It's the same people that are kind of against her. Just get over it. Right. It's that thing I was telling you. Some things though, guys, you can't get over it.
Doesn't work that way.
Chemical. It's chemicals in the brain. And like, that's what I'll say right now. I'm not taking a side, but I hope that the people that do listen to this and know me as a person that was very forward speaking and very snap judgy, that I'm actually even just, I'm going to take a beat and just be like, well, maybe there is something to it. Right. Like, but it is, and this is why the satanic, it was like, why are you guys doing satanic panic? I'm like, I wanted to show you, what it looked like for us. If you look at the Clancy trial and you look at what we went through during the satanic panic, it's an interesting mirror because we have all these experts and we have all these people that just truth beating, like the Matt Walsh ones. If you murder your children, you should be killed. Right. So when we killed John Wayne Gacy and Ted Bundy, we learned nothing about the serial killer. So that's a bad idea, right? I think that's a bad idea. Should have never killed John Wayne Gacy.
No, because we didn't know where all his victims were.
Didn't know where all of it. We still had 6 missing people. And
6 victims that were unidentified, and who knows how many others he did kill.
And there was and I truly believe there was a circuit. I truly believe he worked with other people. And we'll never know.
He said it at the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right before he was executed.
Because there are 3 murders in that house in Cook County that it would have been impossible for him to have done. Because he logged everything. He logged everything. Every mile, everywhere he was. So that timeline in some of those didn't make sense. Was he involved? Sure. Did he deserve the death penalty? I don't know, man. Like, I'm really weird about the death penalty too. Like, if it's cut and dry, yeah, maybe. But like, when you have somebody that has that type of psychosis, and we can't learn from that anymore. Well, he just would have lied to you.
Maybe.
Eventually, no.
Some of those guys like to brag about it.
I mean,
Jeffrey Dahmer did.
Yeah. I mean, do you remember this name? Henry Lee Lucas. There's a big
Yeah.
serial. Okay. That was the biggest fraud of
portrait of
all
his
that
beard.
actually, yeah, that's right. The George W. Bush, our former president, when he was governor of Texas, actually got him off death row because there was no possible way he could have killed all those people. At one point, he was serving time in jail when 60 of those people were murdered because he was in jail for 10 years. How the fuck did you do that osmosively? I mean, how did you do it? Right?
That's exactly it. Osmosis.
And that's how terrible the Texas Rangers are, because like they refuse to like redact. But it's like, you know, it's physically impossible, right? Like to even have that case file is like retarded, like literally the definition of retarded. But anyway, I digress. Retarded in the sense of bakers, because actually it comes from baking, retarding dough.
Oh, the Baker Act? Is that what you're referring to?
No, it's when you bake cold dough, it retards.
Yes.
And that's why it becomes like shit. Christina knows all about this. She can't bake worth a shit.
Yes. I can't bake, remember. I need to be taught.
All right, Christina, I'll hand it over to you.
What do you want me to talk about?
Well, what do you think? I mean, do you have any words on the Clancy thing? Are you kind of where I'm at with it? Are you kind of just waiting, or?
I'm kind of waiting because I also believe what you're saying. Like I don't think there's enough evidence right now, and I think it's too early to really jump to any conclusions. And I think the people that are already on one side or the other have already just decided too soon, and I think some of the people may end up having to switch kind of switch their views, and when as more stuff comes out, if more stuff, comes out. So,
yeah.
I just think like,
'cause you're a mom. I mean,
yeah, well, yeah, my kids are pretty old though, but yeah. I mean, I think, like, as people spread stuff incorrectly also on the internet, and there's a lot of incorrect things that are being spread. So when people start reading those and seeing those things that are being incorrectly spread around very quickly, as we talked, people jump to incorrect conclusions very quickly. So it's very
I think it hurts. I think it's hurting the case. Even the people that are for her.
Yep.
It's hurting it, because if people honestly think it's not getting back to the jurors,
it is.
Like, one of the reasons why I'm so attracted to law is this idea that it's draconian. Like, you can't have a jury that's not going to get influenced by media. It's maybe 30, 40 years ago. Sure. Right. You just don't watch the TV. You don't read the paper.
They have to totally sequester them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Almost like they did to the O.J. Simpson jury.
Yeah. Which turned out to be
a zoo.
Disastrous because, Rodney King. I mean, he was never going to not guilty. And the jurors said that.
Yeah.
I mean, he was totally guilty. The O.J. Simpson one is something we should reach back out and touch, because a lot of people don't know that there was a couple of his handlers that would hang out with him all the time. O.J. wouldn't sleep. He had to be on Ativan because he was haunted by his, like, literally haunted
by his wife,
Nicole. Like, he was on a plane one time and flipped shit, and they had to like sedate him.
Yep.
So, a lot of people are like, well, how do these murderers get away with all this shit? Like, that's why I don't believe in ghosts. I'm like, have you read all their stories? Because, like, yeah, there's a reason why some people kill themselves in a cell.
I mean, the whole Winchester Mystery House thing. It's the same story as OJ.
That's right. That's right. There's a lot of links to that too, and there's a lot of education out there that people are just not reading, right? But where are you at, Jeremy? Are you following it at all, the Clancy thing?
Zero. I've backed off from most of that. I get my news from Spawn Wave Media, and it's video game news.
Okay.
I watch some of my regular news about what's going on in the world. You know what I watch.
This is a quiet chat. Look at everybody in the chat. Like, I ain't saying shit.
That's
shit.
That's about it.
Quiet.
Like, the women at work, because I'm a teacher, so I work with a lot of women, and they're very involved in and cold cases and that kind of stuff. I mean, and they've told me some about it, but I haven't paid attention to it at all. In fact, I didn't know about it until like a week ago.
Yeah.
God bless me. My Instagram channels is all video games, cars, and boobs.
I do have a lot of video games on mine too, but
yeah, that's it. Like,
yeah, man, like we have so much in common, and I think that's the other thing too, just to get the chat alive again. We just fucking disconnect, bro. Like,
wake up, chat.
Like, they're scared to shit. I'm not touching this motherfucker. I'm not touching it. Like,
okay,
let's.
You don't have to talk about it. Talk about something else.
Nobody's on anybody's side here.
Nobody's taking sides.
Someone's taking
yeah,
sides.
I don't even really
sides.
know. I heard there's a lady that possibly killed her children.
Right.
Yeah.
Or I guess she killed them, but is there an extenuating circumstance? I don't know.
Did you see that for Jason? Fucking Hertz commercials or American Express? Oh god.
Remember
all right,
those.
So we actually have something for my peoples watching. Yeah, we're building an audience. It's fun. We started with like 3 people. We're up to like 10, 15 sometimes. I'm very excited about that.
Very cool.
And
I know.
Thank you
tough.
guys.
Like, we do. We really do thank you guys for hanging out with us and stuff like that. I know we drone on and we put you in uncomfortable position. But,
like in the back of my candy van, you know?
Ooh,
yeah.
Yes.
Free candy.
I love
It's the
free
good
candy
stuff.
in a beat up white van with no
Yep.
windows.
It's all like Reese's and Snickers. It's none of that trash candy.
Yeah.
Like people at work are eating Smarties. And I'm like, fucking spit that shit out. It's not even worth it. They're fucking just gross.
cool.
My boss
right.
loves Pez.
I'm gonna
I'm like,
do this. I'm gonna share my window. I
Pez.
do want to mention this. This was just screen. Let's remove our. Oh, do we have any more on that slide? The story that scares you the most is the one that owes you the most evidence. That's from my paranormal audience. This is my favorite fucking quote of all time. That's the problem with the Conjuring house. It's the number one problem. If it's that fucking scary, where's the evidence? That doesn't exist. There's just nothing there. We haven't added that to the medium. We will. We have a huge, like, it's almost a 15-minute read, but it gives you everything about the history of the Conjuring house, the Arnold estate. I do want to thank Jason Hawes for taking my advice, listening to our podcast, and he took our advice. I thought that was awesome, because if you look at the timeline of me saying you really shouldn't be wearing Conjuring house and trying to collect money because they might
it's
come
like
for
2
it.
days later.
2 days later, he changed the designs. And it says the old Arnold estate. It's like, smart. It's very smart. I'm not dogging him. It's very smart. I actually got asked about his daughter, which I think I found that out like a couple of weeks ago, that Satori is his daughter. And somebody
You didn't know that was his daughter?
I didn't. And I've been defending her. It's hilarious. Like, hilarious. Because I always defend her. I'm like, were you fucking there? And some people, I have friends that have actually been to the Satori Cody things, and they're like, it was fucking awesome. Like, so I wrote this beautiful thing because I learned after, and I'm glad I said what I said, because like first of all, if anybody came after my fucking daughter, I'll fly somewhere. So I do see that though, because they don't like Jason or Jason's stuff, and to go after his fucking family, we're not friends. Just because I have my issues with Hawes, I am not about that shit. I will never, ever. I am not about that. Like, because that's how the thread started. And I'm like, what? Satori's Hawes' daughter?
I can't believe you did. I thought you had said things to me that
no. And Angelina
knew.
Angelina had told me that numerous times too, because she's like, you know that. I'm like, I guess because we were going through so much shit that was the least of my problems. But I do remember the community that destroyed her. And I think that's why I started defending her. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Like, you're not in the room. How do you debunk that? Like I still can't, I don't get that. And I know that I bring this up every fucking week, but can somebody please explain to me, explain to two engineers how you're going to debunk something if you're not in the room?
Right.
How?
Through science.
It's osmosis again.
Yeah.
So
they scienced their way out of it.
So I talked to a couple of people today, and this is really not about Satori, but it's like it is and it isn't. They had done a couple things. They'd seen her name. She's at a couple events, and they went to them because they fucking went. This is fucking awesome. You got to do this. They had seen her do it with the lights on. They had seen her do it with her feet in water. And it's like, okay, well, they're exemplary in magic, right? Like maybe she could be a magician, right? Because that's really the only way. And the people that are telling me this are people that I have full-hearted trust and faith in. They're like, it's real. Like from all accounts, when I was in that fucking room, it was real. I don't know if they're clever and they can fake it, but what I will say is like, it was real. And so when I see people kind of destroy her online, and I know there was some shit with my friends, I don't really know that whole backlash. I remember it, but I just like, I think it's kind of blown over. Maybe Angelina can, if she's still in the chat, like, I don't know where she's at with it, but because I know they went back and forth and stuff, but Angelina is an investigative journalist. Like she shows everything. She's if you don't watch Angelina's show, like Bad to the Bone, it's hard to debunk her because she just brings out reams of fucking paper. She has Fuck It Up Fridays, and like, I always catch it on the end. I'm usually sleeping by the time like her shows come on and stuff, but her stuff is really good. Like the stuff that she's been doing with the Conjuring case, like she has the fucking files from the court. She's reading them and she's like, this is fucked up. And that's our court system. The judge can still overrule a lot of things. It's that open textured gray area. They're like, yeah, but not really. So there was kind of a big win in court, and I think September 1 is going to reveal even more. But so far, if you're watching it, the balance scales are going to the Hawes family. He is leading the charge right now in the courtroom. The last couple things have gone his way. It's a fascinating case because I know a lot of people are like, well, this is drama. This is fucking drama. This is all drama. But not if you're a law student. If you're studying law, and this is the most amazing fucking case because most lawyers that are going to school don't want to do real estate law. And it's because of this bullshit. It's like, fuck, that's interesting. Or it's extremely hard, and every state's different, every county's different, and everything it's like this nested folder that keeps having stuff inside it. And you got to go all the way to the bottom nested folder to find out, oh shit, there's even more laws in here. Yep. And you can dig up shit from like the 1800s because the state's so old. It's a very fascinating case. It's fascinating to me. Like, and I don't really care at this point, like who gets it. I don't have any stake in the game. I really don't. I don't have any money on it, but I would still say there's more haunted places. But I would put it in the same category as Amityville. Only one family experienced anything. Guy that lives in Amityville has lived there since that fucking happened. And they'll tell you not one experience in that fucking house. So, but anyway, like
just the story about that one with the DeFeo family is bad enough though.
Yeah. And I just felt that was I wanted to kind of clear that, like, hey, like from all accounts, from what I've seen and what my friends have told me, like, just because I have a disagreement with somebody on something, it doesn't mean that I would go after somebody's family. Like, you should do something on them. They fake. We're not that type of debunk channel. We don't go after people. What we do is tools. We are debunking things that help people investigate better. And maybe I should have made that more clear. Like, because I know a couple
of tools who we could debunk.
I know.
And you know who you are.
We don't do that. We don't do that on this show. But like at the same time, like I'm also not gonna just hate somebody because you have an opinion about them. I've told you very clear. If I haven't been in the room with the person, I will never make a snap judgment on it, and I won't have an opinion on it. Now, Some people post shit and it's like, bro, that's an app. The shit that's happening in fucking Jocelyn's doll room right now. I've put it through, and I'm not just talking about, oh, I have a Chat GPT account.
That shit is crazy.
I have a pro. I pay $200 a month for my cloud account. I am on the highest models, and there are 2 LLMs in this room that I built. My agents that work for Frankie, they just do the paranormal. That's how I'm able to get this shit so fast. That's all they do. They crawl all day long. My models are built for the paranormal. That's how I can spin up websites so fast. That's why I can get research out there so fast. I had my one model clip all those newspapers. I sent it into my newspapers.com account. I said, find me this story on this cold case. It clipped 462. It perused 462 papers in 10 minutes. And then it clipped everything in 15. And then it put it together for me and uploaded it to my React file. And it was done.
Holy shiznittle bam.
So, like, when I tell you that if you give me your raw footage, if you have something, I will literally, you can ask Jocelyn, I will give you results within 10 minutes if it's real. So the first thing she sent me was fake. I said, it's fake. She's like, no fucking way. I'm like, don't put this out there, Jocelyn. Shit's fake. She's like, what did I do? And I said, well, I saw how she sent it to me. Well, she texted it to me, but it was off her phone. So the minute you use a phone to record a video, it adds metadata. So the algorithms can't read it. They're like, wait a minute. There's something jazzed in here. This will take a picture of you. It automatically adds a filter, whether you want it or not. And so that's what the model is saying. Hey, dude, there's something on this thing. And that's what it was. And then I said, well, is it the footage? They're like, no. There's something happened with the transmit file. I need the raw file. So she sent me it from Waze or Wise or whatever her cameras are. She sent me the actual fucking footage. And when I put the actual footage into my models, it said, this is not AI. This was not contrived. This is real. Whatever event happened in this room was real. And I literally gave her the whole thread from my model. And then I ran it through Claude Fable, which is a max program. It's very expensive. It's a lot of tokens. But they watched the whole video too, and they said the same exact thing. Whatever's happening in that fucking room is paranormal. That black thing, that shadow that keeps appearing right underneath the Sally dolls is fucking real. Now, is it a ghost? I didn't say that. Because there are alternative things that could be happening in the room. It could be, believe it or not, pressurized air that is driving something in the room. The air is blowing on something that blocks a light that creates a shadow.
So you're saying a fart
Yes.
did this?
It could have pressurized
Yes.
air. Yeah, 100%. But then she tells me, because I've never been to her house. And then she tells me, well, actually, that room faces the back of the house. So then I'm like, well, what side does your house face the light then, right? So where the fuck is the shadow coming? What lights are in your room? But the craziest thing about it is it happened like 3 or 4 days in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the same occurrence, but every time the cameras and the models were seeing something I wasn't. They're saying, look at the flower dress. The flower dress moves and then goes back. And I couldn't see it. But the model could. I'm like,
I never saw it either.
I'm not seeing, but it is. It's fucking moving. It's saying it's moving. That's where that shadow is coming from. So whatever is leaving that doll and then coming back into it, it's the creepiest thing in the world. Now she has posted it. She's posted it online. She posted damn much though. So I wanted to show you guys that video. It's fucking fascinating. Like that's the stuff that I'm like, okay, well there you go, right? If you so my point, wrap it up in a bow. You can't sit and watch something and be like, that's fake. Because even if you downloaded their YouTube video, it would do what? It would add metadata. So it's always going to be fake. You need the raw. And she was able to give that to me. And my model, and I'll run it. I'll do it next week. Next week, I'll do it in front of you. I will take the same footage from the Waze camera. I will run it in my model, and it'll spit out the results. It'll tell you right there up front. This is real. This was not altered. That's what makes that footage so fucking... Yeah, you brought that to sets? Yeah, we did. I mentioned that. But it was after the film, though. Right? Twin was after.
No.
No.
It was before. But you told me after. Or during.
Oh, shit. Twin was July, wasn't it?
Yep.
Which is probably why all the crazy was going on.
The Sally dolls just wanted to play.
Yep.
Play with us.
All right. So those of you that are not... Hey, like and subscribe.
Yes, please.
Or don't.
Like and prescribe.
Guys, we need 9 subscribers to meet the first minimum eligibility. So we actually need 12 in case 2 of you leave. So it's like
what is the minimum eligibility?
500 subscribers.
Dude, I'm up like 10 subscribers in the last like week.
I know. Well, you're posting a lot of content, which is good.
Yeah.
We brought, well, we didn't. Our Oklahoma friend brought the Sally dolls to Emmaus.
Along with some ramen noodles.
And since that occurrence, Christina and her crew was viciously attacked on set.
With proof.
Come get your demon, Josh.
Yes.
I don't know, man. That's a good place for them. So yeah. So I and hold my EMF. Listen, I did not. My dates are so fucked in my head. I am so ADHD. Like there's not enough Adderall in the world to calm my brain down.
I know a thing or two because I've seen it.
So that's right, because we did the conference. It was your birthday that weekend.
Yeah.
When we came back, we did Twin.
Yep.
You guys were filming. No,
we did it. Twin was.
It was like
before
the
us.
next weekend.
Yeah.
Yep. But I didn't even know
Johnson,
that.
come get your goddamn.
I didn't even know that until like either like the Thursday we were filming or the Thursday like after we were filming. I had no idea.
Wow. And so you were scratched.
I
Let's
was
just say-
burned.
Burned? Yeah.
I had the
Yeah,
burn on my
Dexter got
back.
scratched.
You should
And
show
I
the
had-
photos.
You have them.
I do have them.
You can. You're free to show it.
My
You can
wife's
show the
like-
weird.
My wife's
you
like,
can show
why
the
is this
weird-
lady showing you her back?
You can show. You can show the weird man photo too.
It's a demon, honey.
The big
Oh, that
weird,
weird
demon
man
photo.
thing is weird.
Okay, this
The
is the FLIR. The FLIR camera. Okay, I'll show
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you can show that.
Let's download that.
The weird.
All right, so now that we have evidence,
This is very.
thank you, Charlotte. It's about fucking time. We have a general announcement.
Oh yes.
declare.
Okay, here it is. Yeah, this is insane, dude. You have a great lower back. I hate when my camera does this. Like it puts the picture back.
Oh.
It was taken. I'm like, this is stupid.
Oh yeah, mine does the same thing.
It puts the picture back, or else it gets the hose again.
Do you need me to resend that to you so you can?
No, I
share
got it.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
You had this really cool video too. This red ring. Oh, send those too. I don't think Jocelyn will mind. I'll show those pictures of the Sally house leaving to come to Emmaus. On the Polar Express. Not the Polar Express.
I'm pretty sure that was satanic, though, too. It's spelled with the same letters. Santa and Satan.
Yep.
And Satin for U.S. Navy.
And Satin.
Satin.
All right. Let's go to tape. So this happened.
That happened right outside Matt Albert's room.
So this is in the third floor.
Third floor.
Third floor of Set's building. This is the solitary. How did you know this happened? You were filming there or walking it?
I walked. So we were filming in that building, and I decided to, while they were filming on the second floor, I was like, I'm going to go solo investigate on the third floor. So I went up there by myself, and I was kind of walking around, and I started to hear some noises by Matt Albert's room. So I was actually recording by his room, which I did pick up a couple of sounds, which sounded like first like a light switch maybe turning on and off. And then I was kind of like, are you in here? And then I heard like another really loud sound down the hallway. And then I was like, oh, whatever. Then I started to kind of feel this. And then I went downstairs, and obviously I can't see that because it's on my back, but the two people that I was standing by noticed it, and they took a picture for me, and they were like, oh my God, what happened to your back? And I was like, that's probably what I was feeling. And it like came like all of a sudden too. Like it was just like instant burning sensation. Like just out of nowhere.
So this is the other part of the story, because I'm getting kind of weird now, because now I'm starting to realize the timeline. Because here's the thing I didn't tell you about Jocelyn's room. There's 2 cameras.
And it's caught on both of them.
And it's caught on both of them. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, same day, same room. Sally dolls are right here. I don't know if they can see my mouse.
Yeah, I can't see your cursor, but
okay. So there's a painting where this thing exits. Right here.
Oh, okay.
So there's a kind of like a person in a doll in a yellow and a red scarf. Above them is the Sally dolls. The bear right there is the one that caught fire.
Oh shoot!
And that's the mop doll.
Oh.
Same day.
Wow.
Is there a picture of a witch? Is that Jocelyn dressed as a witch to the right?
Here?
All the way over to the right, that picture of a witch hat.
Oh, but this is my doll.
Please tell me it's a picture of Jocelyn dressed up like that in her doll room. If it's not, I'm disappointed.
It better be. She's the mom. So we'll go close again. This is the other camera. What the fuck is that?
Well, it's funny that you say that, because that kind of looks like the shape of the thing that we saw in sets. The weird, like, shapey thing.
Crawler?
Yeah, well, no, not the elemental. Not the crawler.
The black thing they kept saying.
Yeah, the black thing.
Like this is legitimately like some of the best footage I've ever seen in 30 years of doing this. And then to have my AI models look at the code in this video and say, whatever that is, it's real. It happened. Actually,
That's like the same thing that we kept seeing, though. Like it looks the same almost. It just kept creeping around.
gotta get the general in here. Hold on a second. Need some brightness in here.
I do declare.
Let's get him in here. He has a message for everybody. Let me, because me and Jaslyn have our own text thread. She's like, Frankie, what did it fucking say? What did it fucking say? There is a lady or somebody that commented, and she's getting like, the thing has 50,000 views. The comments are just like, there's some ugly comments in there, right? And as I said, don't respond. Twin doesn't. They don't fucking care. Like, whatever. Be negative. They're just trying to do fun stuff. So this one lady's like, not all of us talk like that from Oklahoma. That's such a fake accent. I'm like, what?
What a dipshit.
Wow.
She's not really actually from Oklahoma.
You never watched Reloaded because we used to make fun of her all the time. She says ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles.
Ramen
noodles. I'm like, what the fuck is a ramen noodle?
There's even a fucking shirt I made.
Yeah.
I made a fucking shirt.
Dude, people are fucking stupid. I'm so sick of people. That's a fake accent. You've got a fake life.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the General has some words of wisdom for you.
Oh, yes.
The South doesn't like dolls.
Amen.
Look at this regalia. God, he's so regal. I get to spend a week with the General. I'm going to learn so much from him. God, what a fucking thing of beauty.
Gorgeous.
Let me see. Let me see if I can find it, Jeremy. I think I can now. Actually, I'm pretty organized these days. It's all the Adderall.
Adderall makes a difference.
It really does.
If I'm not on Adderall, I will be trimming the hair on my toe knuckles, but I'll only get like 2 done, and then I am off to the next shiny thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's when everybody got mad at me because I went after Jason. I didn't go after Jason. I had an opinion about Jason.
Everybody or one acorn?
The guy got decimated. Everything that he possibly could have done was gone. Those videos don't exist anymore. Fucking with the wrong engineer, dude. A real engineer. And unlike some people, I read. And I read stuff.
You have 2 eyes to breathe with?
And it told me how to do things when I read them. I will find this.
This one time I read something.
Once upon a time.
I read this book. And all of those. I got a bunch of books up here in my video game room.
Oh, I'm finding all these really cool things. Yeah. Summer teeth.
That's definitely one of my jokes.
Yeah. That's when I got the guy into the fucking see Amy Bruni. Amazing the things I do for people and how they treat me after. Anyway, that's why you get sick of doing shit for people. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
You fucking wise gay. Fucking wise gay. All right. Yeah. So the whole thing is just disgusting.
It is a fake video game room. 100%. It's actually all VHS tapes.
He
but
does
they're
have a lot of
blank.
those. I mean, they're all coming back, man. It's all coming. All that shit's coming back, bro.
I do have a bunch of VHS. They're not up here. Heat is
here we
bad
go.
for them.
Yeah. Nice.
I remember this one.
Good old
And
Raymond.
green beans. Green beans.
Yes.
She loves green beans. If you would like to give Jocelyn something that she would adore forever, canned or fresh or even
that?
frozen green beans.
It was the show Everyone Loves Raymond.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, we sold a lot of shit, man. It was unfortunate what happened.
Well, somebody was jealous.
Look, we can testify. We live in Oklahoma, and yes, that's true. Then I guess you know the Jaws. You must know the Jocelyn. Jocelyn's living in a haunted room, and she's bringing this shit to Cody's house.
It's
Actually probably not. It's at fucking
Miracle Whip.
Jocelyn, listen.
It's at
Emmaus. You need to come back and get your fucking demon, dude. All right, you need to come back, and you need to get your demon.
Well, what was that big man thing standing there? Like,
oh, I did that.
Has anybody like figured that out yet?
Bro,
that was large.
It's weird
and big.
Let me grab that.
But I agree with Charlotte. Miracle Whip.
I'm watching. There's one of my favorite guys right now online is I Spy Antiques. I don't know if you watch him, but he does vintage recipes. And I swear to Christ, like every fucking recipe he does has fucking mayonnaise and Jello in it. I'm like, what the fuck? That's why there was a satanic panic. It is just,
that is a 60s,
doing,
70s thing.
It's so gross.
Can we go back to fondue though? Because I fucking enjoyed that shit.
Fondue was good. Or when you go to restaurants and you had to cook your own food. Yeah.
Oh, that's a melting pot.
I did that for my birthday. Did Korean barbecue. Cook my own food.
I want to go. There it is. Okay. Let me send you guys this one and then we can wrap the show. I know some people joined. We're not talking shit on anybody. You can go. Engineer, I can see you, even though you can't see me. It's all wired, guys.
Oh, so we have secret fans. Secret fans.
I can see them all. You just logged into a fucking network. Not online, buddy. Mine. I know every IP address. Hope you have a VPN.
Very personable negligee. I don't know. VPN.
Unfortunately, a lot of these people have to learn the hard way. It's okay.
Variable.
It's a good lesson. All right. This is a FLIR. This one's weird.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that thing is big.
Look at this. What is this thing?
And that was when I was just walking around snapping random photos outside. Like we snapped, I don't know, like 10, 15 outdoor photos while we were walking. And didn't notice it until the next day. And then went back and took a photo there and it doesn't look like that.
Look at the time, Jeremy.
3:09 a.m.
That's the shit that's weird, right? It's like
so 9, but there's also 3 and 9, and 9 divided by 3 is 3. And then we're gonna get like Jim Carrey in that one movie.
Oh yeah, 21 numbers.
And the 76.2 degrees. Well, 6 is divided by 2 is not like I'm going there.
Yeah.
Oh, 83. Oh.
There's another 3. Yeah.
68. 6 divided by 2 equals.
You drive
3.
yourself fucking nuts doing that, man. I'm serious.
I
like
know.
people have done it. Numerology is a thing. And that it's math, right? Like that's the thing, man. Like
My
Make it
college
math.
roommate was studied numerology and religion. And then he retired from being a short order cook.
I just downloaded Wheels.
Wheels? What's that?
Yeah.
That picture was taken outside the admin building at Emmaus. Kind of like where the kitchen connects to the pathway to women's college. That's where the man is standing, or the thing is standing. Whatever you want to call it. The
problem solved.
Yeah, you were standing kind of just to the left, looking towards the women's college of the cooler.
Yes, the cooler would be like on the right-hand side of the
So this
photo.
is Charlotte, this is the breezeway to get into the women's college.
Yeah.
Right?
And that
Like
that
This is
door
the
right
kitchen.
there
yeah,
is
the kitchen.
to the kitchen.
Yeah, the doors to the kitchen. Yep. Which is crazy because we were getting all that activity in the kitchen, below the kitchen, as Jeremy pointed out.
And above.
Then above the kitchen was in Madness, which was in the Airbnb. And then we saw that thing. That I still don't know what. It's very large though.
I mean, that thing is huge. It's almost, it looks like it's actually above. It looks like it's standing on that breezeway, and its head's above the top of the window.
It's very big and tall. And just big.
He's got to shop at that big and tall XXL. He needs the big and the tall.
Well, like it looks like a guy with a big beard.
He didn't sneak in, did he?
Oh no.
No.
Yeah,
This guy's
Charlotte.
hair.
The admin building has been very active
Yeah.
lately.
It's very active. I mean, since the Sally House was there. So just so you guys know, like the Sally House dolls that were given to Jocelyn were given to her by the Pickmans. It's not something she bought or auctioned. This was actually given, like,
By Deb and
and it's
Tony.
hard. Yeah, and it's hard to say that because like I used to say that, you know, they were this was like the Midwest Warrens. But like it's hard to say that today because there's so much like negative connotations around the Warrens, and it's like I just like I can have a couple stories about that, but like at the same time, like it is part of our history. Like we're not going to erase it. We're not going to go away from it. And I do believe that some of the stuff that they experienced and the people experienced was true. I believe people's feelings are valid. We can't just like validate feelings of people that we like. Right?
Right.
And I think that's the other issue with that community. It's like it talks a great deal about, you know what they love to do? They love to diagnose people. Like, do you have
all
degrees
these
in that? Where is your
armchair
doctor?
doctors?
Yeah, like where is your doctorate and all that? Like, you really can't diagnose people based on a behavior that you experienced. That's not how diagnoses work. It's months and months, and I'm going through it right now. And everybody has PTSD. That's the other. This is like autism. Everybody has autism. Everybody has PTSD. No, you don't actually. That doesn't work that way. I don't like trains. I know I'm not autistic.
Wait, I'm not autistic, but I love trains.
I
You might
also
be
love
autistic.
I love trains.
You're definitely autistic. Both of you guys. But that's their rule now. It's like, how does anybody? You know what it is? It's people are not learned. They haven't gone to like school, or they don't have like educational means, or they just don't have the etiquette to understand. Like they've never done a thesis. They've never done a master's. They don't understand their craft. Is the only, because like I listen to people and I'll just shut them off. I'm like, this guy's a fucking idiot. Bye. You know who's a big idiot? Carlton, the black guy, Billy Carlton. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've heard it.
What the? You first of all, he can't even pronounce the words correctly, and people are like, "Oh, that's great. Yeah, it's real." Then Dolly Parton died this week. I'm trying to have this guy on the show because I really want to know the logic behind this of saying this. She dies, and his post was, "Well, another Satanist gone, and she ate babies." And I'm like, "What the fuck is this post?" Yeah,
I don't buy that one.
She allegedly was this horrible person that was a Satan worshiper that killed and ate babies. This is Dolly Parton, a person that has Doggy Parton that basically was clothes for animals, and all the money went to stray rescues. That's the Satanist that you're talking about?
She gave millions of books to children.
Millions
for free.
Because she wanted, well, maybe kids taste better if they're smart.
Actually, I think he's confusing Dolly Parton and Ellen DeGeneres.
Once again, people, you can be critical, but there's a fine line between criticism and harassment. And they're just so dumb. Like it's just so dumb. And they go on and they love to hear themselves talk about diagnosing people. And I'm like, what the fuck are you?
They got that doctorate from that unaccredited school that still gives it. Yeah, I mean,
they all have Udemy. They all have the Udemy.
They went to Grand Canyon University or whatever it is.
Yeah. One of her multi-million-dollar homes to kids in need. Yes, she did. Like, Dolly Parton was never written about in a negative way in her entire life.
I'm honestly heartbroken.
And the best banana pudding recipe is Dolly Parton's.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have ever had it. And Tim Curry.
But
this is a terrible week.
It's
a terrible week for you fucking people to say that she ate babies.
Wait a second. Think about in the last year. Ozzy,
it's a lot.
Chuck Norris, Hulk Hogan, Dolly Parton, Tim Curry. What the fuck is happening?
Our GENX are basically like little. My favorite movie when I was a kid was Little Whorehouse in Texas.
Oh my god, I love that movie. Or Rhinestone. But the one I watched the most.
I knew that my path to priesthood was going to fail because of Dolly Parton.
Oh my god.
Father Frankie never happened because of Dolly Parton. And I just want to be clear on that. Okay. But I always loved her and Burt Reynolds. I don't know what that was, Kenny Rogers too. Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton were like,
Islands in the Stream.
Great song.
Like my favorite
Jimmy
Dolly
Buffett.
Movie though
Jimmy Buffett
is Steel Magnolias.
Great. She was great in that too. She's hot.
And I don't watch those kind of movies. And you know this.
She's a great act. She was great everything. Just awesome person. Great Charlotte. That's right. This is a demon.
It's a big thing.
It's the spirit of Dolly Parton.
It's a big thing. So we know what it's not. We know what it's not if it's a big thing.
I
know. It's so fun. Oh, they're gone. Aw. They're gone.
Oh, no.
Take your acorn and get the fuck out.
Yeah. It's like, oh, and here's the report. Thank you. Awesome. Well done. Well done, survey. These were your viewers, sir, that were not invited to the chat, but were watching it. That's how my AI model reads it. So
you
wired.
Can't get there otherwise.
Like, it's 5-10 steps ahead, so calculating in everything I do. It's really fun. God almighty. There is a website too that we could show, but maybe not this week.
Oh. It's going to be featuring some idiot coming soon.
Some idiot coming soon. It's a beautiful website. God, was that a nightmare to do?
It's a cool website. I looked at it after you. I thought it was a picture.
Yeah,
I didn't click on it immediately because I was.
It's live.
Inundated with children at school.
I'll send it to Christina right now so you can get her wow reaction.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just gonna send it to you. Like, holy shit.
You know what's crazy about the Tim Curry thing is he died the same day. They held that news until the next day to give the Dolly Parton people their time first. Like, Tim Curry's always been a class act, man. Especially when he was dressed like Frankenfurter.
Sorry, it's the wrong one. I spelled it wrong. Sorry.
I was like, that doesn't take me anywhere.
Quit sending out porn links, Frankie.
Haunted Nights just got to Emmaus. They're back. We're doing big things at Emmaus this year, guys. A lot of fun YouTubers that we absolutely adore and love.
A lot of fun stuff.
All right, there it should work.
Okay.
It's fully funded.
Cool.
Yeah, documentary series coming
Very
real
cool.
soon.
Very cool.
It's a lot of fun. I believe so. Some people are going to be famous, Jeremy.
So cool.
I want to make that idiot famous.
We are.
For being an idiot and his acorn.
I remember the committee we met with to pitch it, and they were like, "This really happened? Yeah, really happened. No, really happened. You're gonna love it.
Nice.
We haven't shown it because the lawyers are looking at it right now. Once the lawyers are like, "Yeah, go ahead,"
Fair
and
enough.
we'll show it.
Cool.
It's in ZFX. It's in ZFX.
Coming soon.
Gee, I hope we don't get our heads beat in with a baseball bat after this.
Huh.
What if I ban you from the studio? All right, I gotta talk to our boys from New York.
New York.
Yo, I'm in New York. Let's go to a Broadway show.
He's like, "We're here." I'm like, "I'm not." It's like 10 o'clock, bro. I was like, all right, guys. From all of us here on the podcast, we will see you next Thursday. Our topic, if you haven't seen it, we have a very special guest. Dr. Heather Lynn is going to join us from Ancient Aliens. We're going to be talking about the Anunnaki and her incredible evolution of where she started with the Anunnaki and then the book she wrote after it and to where she is today with the Anunnaki. And it's fucking fascinating. Join us next week for Ancient Aliens' own Dr. Heather Lynn joins the show. We're so excited about it, which is probably why we didn't show that website.
Super excited about that.
But yeah, so from all of us here, actual guest next week, Dr. Heather Lynn. You can actually mark it and make a notification right now. If you haven't met Heather in person, she is your best friend immediately. She's not one of these people that's, "Oh, I've been on TV." No, she's a big time author, has written a lot of books on the paranormal, spooky stuff. Has incredible friends. Her friend group is incredible. And maybe we'll get all into that, but we really want to get into the Anunnaki and where she's at with it, because I find the Anunnaki one of the most fascinating stories. And I thought that would be a great way. That podcast is probably going to be about 4 hours long, just because we know Heather.
Yeah.
She's a talker.
She likes to talk.
She's a talker, but she's interesting.
There's a lot to cover though with that.
There is, because we're going to go through the 3 phases of her thesis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she holds a bunch of degrees. And
she's
yeah,
awesome.
She's super awesome, and a lot of people love her. She just lights up the camera, lights up the room. We were me, Jeremy, and Heather, Dr. Heather Lynn. We were all in a private seance with Patty Negri. It wasn't on, no cameras were on, no film crew. It was actually Patty doing her thing, and about 14 other people. And that was it. It was a very special thing that our friend Colton put on for us at his house in Eureka Springs. And it was one of the coolest nights that we've ever experienced in the paranormal. And then there's always the question of, do you believe in that type of stuff? I will say that what I witnessed, I believed. because people got closure that night, and that was awesome to see. Whether you believe or not, some people need to know if their loved ones are okay. And I think that if you can do that, I don't think there's any harm in that. So it was really cool. We did that with Dr. Heather Lynn, and she will be on next week. So from all of us here at Haunted Garage, Beyond the Norm, Emmaus Live, we'll be seeing.
It's a long name.
It is.
It is. We have so many. I'm just trying to get all the podcasts out there, guys. If we
Graveyard Shift, Lost Boys of Hannibal,
like and describe.
Describe.
And if you don't like it, hit that like button 3 times and prove to us that we're wrong.
3 times. Like and prescribe, people. We're a drug.
Beyond the norm when the world gets strange.